Guys, welcome to my channel. Today, binisita ko itong Geely dito sa Pasong Tamo to take a look dito sa Geely Okavango. Naiintriga kasi ako dito sa Geely kasi it has been receiving good reviews lately. So, tingnan natin kung ano ang itsura niya sa personal. And then, I'll share with you my impressions about it. One thing na notice ko, yung kanyang mild hybrid system. Meron siyang 48 volts sa motor. And then, ang kanyang power is about 190 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. And considering na 3-cylinder lang siya at saka 1.5 liter yung engine, looks impressive on paper. So, I'd like to see how it performs when you test drive it. Halika, samahan niyo ako. One thing you'll notice yung kanyang grill, yung expanding Cosmos style, no? Yan ang signature grill ng Geely cars. They classify it as an SUV, but to me, para siyang MPV eh. And then yung kanyang headlights is LED na rin. Pati yung kanyang fog lights is also LED. So maganda naman yung design. And then meron din siyang DRL. Now, if you look at the side, you will see yung kanyang European style language, ano? It's simple, medyo may pagka-boxy. Para talaga siyang MPV for me. And then, ang tires niya is about 18 inches, which is proportion naman doon sa kanyang body. Ang gandang setupan nito ng mga Euro style na mags kasi maganda yung shape ng body, clean look eh. So, if you look at the back, yung kanyang LED tail lights is simple. So, LED na rin yan. And then, ano lang, yung pagkaka-execute is talagang straightforward. Wala siyang masyadong arte. And then, meron din siyang shark fin na antenna. And yung treatment ng bumper is different, no? Yung likod niya, simple lang ang design. To me, para siyang para siyang van parang hindi siya SUV. Ang positioning niya dito sa mid-size SUV segment. Geely kinumbay niya yung practicality ng MPV with the characteristics of an SUV. The result is a very roomy na 7-seater na family hauler. It reminds me of Chevrolet Orlando sa kanyang design cue. Once inside, one thing na makikita mo kaagad, mapapansin mo yung kanyang modern design. Yung even yung shift knob niya is really modern. By the way, itong variant na ito, yung top of the line, ito yung Urban Plus. Ito yung may sunroof at saka may additional na features. At meron din siyang 360 degrees camera. And then yung kanyang entertainment system, yung multimedia touchscreen na rin to. It's 10.25 inches yung size with QD-Link. So, wala siyang Apple CarPlay. So, meron siyang 8 speakers. And yung mga material dito sa sidings are actually plastic, no? Wala siyang leather. May konti lang dito. Pero puro plastic siya. One thing na notice ko dito, yung seats niya sa driver side is 6-way power adjusted. And then yun naman sa sa passenger seat is 4-way power adjustable din, which is quite impressive at this price range. Tingnan naman natin yung steering niya. Yung steering niya is tilt and telescopic din. So which is a good feature for this SUV. And then itong kanyang shift knob, ang kanyang parking brake is automatic din, and then meron din siyang auto hold. Ang one thing unique is yung kanyang yung electronic parking brake. Pwede mong mapindot lang doon sa sa kanyang cambio. So meron din siyang 3 mode selection. Meron siyang eco mode, merong comfort mode, at saka meron ding sports mode. And one thing unique here is meron siyang cooler box dito sa may center blow box ito. Pag binuksan mo sa gitna, pwede kang maglagay ng soft drinks. So, pwede mo nga palamigin siya, which is a nice feature, especially sa family on a trip. And then, you can control the aircon dito sa head unit niya. And one thing more is push button start siya. Kaya lang, square yung kanyang push button. Unique, ha. Then, pag in-start mo siya, yung instrument cluster niya, iba-iba yung kulay. Merong blue, merong red, merong yellow. So, depende sa kung anong mode. Kung nasa sports mode ka o nasa comfort mode ka, yun mag-i-indicate. Then, sa likod, meron din control yung aircon. You can control dito yung temperature, and then meron din siya dito aircon vent sa rear passengers. Ang dami niyang features, Meron siyang speed limiter, meron din siyang TPMS, may auto headlamp control, and then meron siyang hill descent control, immobilizer, electronic stability control, meron din siyang remote start. At dito naman sa ilalim ng console, merong 12 volts na socket. And the best feature niya para sa akin is yung very roomy yung kanyang interior. And then itong model na to, meron siyang itong Urban Plus, meron siyang panoramic sunroof, which goes all the way hanggang dun sa likod. Kaya pati yung rear passengers abot nung sunroof. But yung sunroof, ma-open mo lang yung glass hanggang kalahati lang. Ang concern ko lang pagka malaki yung sunroof, yung structural rigidity, tapos yung NVH is also affected. Saka expect ko na yung init papasok pa rin kahit papaano, kahit meron na siyang takip din, no?
Sir, 6 airbags, meron tayong front, side airbag, curtain, saka sa likod po.
Tapos ito leather. Hindi ba leather ba ito? Hindi.
Parang hindi
synthetic.
Oo, synthetic yan.
Tapos ito, ano to, sa ilaw?
Yes po. Yan, dyan din po yung control ng mild hybrid natin.
Okay.
Tingnan naman natin yung seat configuration. Maganda actually yung quality ng seat materials niya, no? Makapal. Ang maganda, individual yung seats niya dito sa third row. Yung tatlong seats dito sa row, sa second row, is individual yung design. Maganda yung thigh support. And then you can adjust it according to your needs. So, kung malaki ka, kung mas mahaba yung paa mo, ma-adjust mo individually. So, ito yung unique dito sa sasakyan na to. And then, pagpasok mo sa third row, may pupush mo din yung second row seat. So, pag ingress mo dito sa third row, madali. Ito yung isa sa nice features nito, no? Yung third row is really very comfortable. Even sa adults, hindi lang siya for kids. Kasi, even yung adults, very roomy. Maganda yung And then, itong seat sa gitna, pwede mong i-fold yung yung sandalan, and then pwedeng lagyan mo ng gamit, and you can converse doon sa mga passengers doon sa likod. Ang nice ng feature na yan. And then merong a cup holder din dito sa third row, na meron ding aircon vent, at saka ang ganda ng ng space sa likod eh. Yung headroom niya is malaki, yung legroom malaki din. So very nice. Ito yung pinakamagandang feature sa akin. Subukan naman nating i-fold yung second row seat tsaka yung third row seat. So, na-fold na flat mo siya. And then, dito sa likod, automatic tailgate na rin siya. Subukan nating i-fold yung third row. Pag hinila mo yung dito, yung pinakatali niya sa likod, naka-flat siya. So, ang laki ng ng space yun ang kagandahan ng monocoque design. So, na-configure mo talaga yung flooring, na-flat mo yung yung mga seats niya. And then, dito naman sa likod, yung lalagyan ng kanyang jack, saka yung early warning device, saka yung mga tools. Tapos, yung nga pala niya, yung spare tire niya is donut type. So, isarado na natin na automatic tailgate siya, which is a good feature. Sa iba kasi, extra features yan. And kung bibili mo sa labas, mahal din yan. Okay, puntahan naman natin yung engine niya. The engine is only 1.5 liters, pero it can deliver 190 horsepower at 300 Newton meters of torque. 3-cylinder siya with 7-speed dual clutch transmission. By the way, ito nga pala ay front wheel drive. mas maganda sana kung rear-wheel drive. But overall, ang package nito is really value for money with so many features na never seen dito sa mga competitors niya. What I can see is yung kalaban nito, yung mga buyers ng Innova. Kung marami kang members ng family, very roomy siya at saka maraming features na mag-i-enjoy yung family. So yung pag-comfort na I think this is super in terms of comfort, no. And then dun naman sa sa available na variants niya, meron siyang tatlong variants, yung yung comfort, yung urban, saka yung urban plus. Yung urban plus yun yung may sunroof. Yung comfort wala siyang sunroof. Ito nga pala yung pricing niya, yung comfort 1.2 million, then yung urban 1.3, and then 1.4 yung urban plus. Then meron naman silang discount. So more or less nasa level ng Innova yan, doon sa mid variant ng Innova. Okay. Share ko na yung overall impression ko dito. Well, if you're looking for a practical car with the practicality of an MPV and then the characteristics of an SUV, this is a good choice. It's actually a crossover, which is a very roomy yung kanyang inside, with the 7 seats configuration. I would say this is a value for money na car talaga with so many features in it. Ang concern ko lang dito is, of course, yung kanyang durability. It's only less than 2 years in the market. I'm still not sure if it will last. But then again, yung mga Chinese cars now has improved a lot in recent years. So, I think mukhang naman to, tatagal naman. But I'd like to test drive it para makita ko yung driving dynamics niya. Isa pa sa napansin ko, parang medyo manipis yung kanyang body saka yung paint parang manipis. Hopefully, hindi siya kakalawangin kaagad kasi in terms of metallurgy, I think medyo behind pa ang Chinese sa mga Japanese. Ang maganda dito, back up sila ng Volvo. Although yung plan before magkakaroon ng merger yung Geely at saka Volvo, pero it was scrapped. Pero meron silang collaboration which will include yung operations sa powertrain, sharing ng electric vehicle architecture, yung joint procurement, at saka yung mga autonomous driving technology saka sa after sales. So in the future, I can see that yung Geely will go into electric vehicle just like what Volvo is going into. Again, impressed ako sa interior design configuration. Talagang suited ito for big family. So, it's made in China, but of course, yung mga Chinese-made cars are now getting better and better. So, sila? Mabenta na talaga sila, di ba? So, this would be rivaling yung mga Japanese cars. So, if you're willing to take a risk, you can go for it actually. Yung mga Chinese products naman ngayon, magaganda na talaga. In fact, yung mga cellphone natin, ibang mga items natin, television sets, karamihan naman made in China, di ba? Subukan kong i-test drive ito para matingnan kung yung 190 horsepower na 3-cylinder engine is really good. Hindi ko lang alam yung mga pang-ilalim nito. With the road conditions dito sa Pilipinas, I don't know kung kakalampag kagad talaga ito o hindi. As I said before, mas maganda sana kung rear wheel drive to. For this size na front wheel drive, medyo may duda ako. But anyway, that's their design and hopefully it will do well. Alright, hanggang dito na lang. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again in my next vlog. Bye!